Titmouse seems like a cute bird, right? Yellow breast, a squeak in the bushes, winter feeding trough. And now the reality. The titmouse is a small predator that keeps insects under control, transmits knowledge within the population, and literally helps the forest survive. Remove the tits and you will get a surge of pests in a completely different forest. Just a clarification, titmouse is not a single species. This is a whole group of related birds. The great tit, the lapis lazuli, the gajika, and others. But their roles are similar. They work like insect controllers, a link in food chains, and the voice of alarm for the whole forest. It's coming now. 10 functions are parsed, and 10 facts that really surprise. 10 functions of tits in nature with detailed analysis. 1. Insect pest control. Chickadees feed their chicks mainly with animal food. The larvae, the caterpillars, the spiders, and this is not a theory. There are studies where great tits have reduced caterpillar damage in gardens/orchards in the presence of nesting sites. In a human way, this is a free anti-damage team. 2. Stabilization of insect numbers. Tits don't destroy everything. They contain outbreaks, especially in the spring and during the feeding period of the chicks, when the demand for caterpillars is maximum. This is what makes them important for forests and parks. 3. Support the health of the forest through pressure on phytophages. Phytophages are those who eat leaves. If there are too many of them, the forest weakens. Tits reduce this pressure. This is an ecosystem service. The forest grows better, it is less stressful. 4. Alarm of the forest. Alarm cries and mobbing. Tits give alarm signals. Other birds listen to them. This reduces the risk to the whole mixed pack. Plus, they participate in mobbing. They collectively squeeze out the predator, and they even change the signals depending on the threat. Analogy, a small bird which turns on the siren for the whole area. 5. Mixed packs. Accelerate foraging, and survival chickadees often set the structure of mixed flocks in winter. More eyes together. There are more chances to spot a predator, and it's easier to find food. 6. Food base for predators. Chickadees are important prey for hawks, owls, and other predators. It's unpleasant, but it's the energy of the ecosystem, and so the top of the food chain gets fuel. 7. Energy transfer between forest levels. The titmouse forages on branches, bark, and in the crown. Then he carries it to the nest. Droppings, leftovers, activity. All this transports substances and energy through the forest. These are small things that add up to a large system. 8. Connection with hollows. Dependence on old trees and woodpeckers. Many chickadees are secondary nesters. That is, they need hollows, natural or hollowed out by woodpeckers. And here's an ecosystem-wide function. Chickadees show that the forest needs old trees, dead trunks, and woodpeckers to work. 9. Natural control in gardens and parks. Where nesting grounds are set up, chickadees can be more present and hunt caterpillars more actively. In a number of systems, this reduces leaf-eating damage. Important, this is not a magic button, but it's a working element of natural protection. 10. Rapid response to environmental changes. Chickadees respond quickly to weather, food, urban environment, and the presence of hollows. Therefore, they are a good marker. If there are fewer tits in a familiar place, it is often a signal that the environment has become impoverished. 10 unusual facts about tits. 1. They are really smart, and they know how to learn from each other. Chickadees have social learning. New ways of foraging can spread through the group as a tradition. That is, it's not just an instinct, it's also a culture of behavior. 2. The story of milk bottles is a classic. In Britain, birds, including chickadees, have learned to open the lids of milk bottles. This innovation was studied as an example of cultural dissemination of a skill. 3. Their alarms may be contextual. In the great tite, signals and mobbing vocalizations vary depending on the type of threat. It sounds like a code, and in a way it is. 4. Many tits are thrifty. Food storage is widespread in the family of titmice. It helps you get through difficult periods. 5. Their memory is no joke. In species that actively stock up, the relationship of behavior with the characteristics of the hippocampus, a brain area associated with memory, is discussed. 6. They feed the chicks with insects all the way. During the nesting season, adult birds operate as a conveyor belt, constant flights with food. This is one of the reasons why they are so important as caterpillar controllers. 7. These are the acrobats of the crown. Chickadees can hang upside down, extract prey from the cracks of the bark, and work where others are uncomfortable. 8. They are tightly tied to the hollows. Hollows are a limited resource. Tits compete for them with other nestlings, and the presence of hollows depends on the structure of the forest and woodpeckers. 9. Their numbers are often sensitive to forest management. Intensive forest management affects the presence of hollows and the structure of the environment, and therefore indirectly affects the nests. 10. Titmouse is small but systemic. She seems like a small bird, but in fact she controls the insects, feeds the predators, and alarms the packs, and it shows where the forest is alive. Conclusion. A titmouse is not a bird at the trough. It's a small, fast, smart regulator. It reduces the pressure of pests, stabilizes the forest, connects food chains, and even transfers skills within the population. A small bird, a lot of work. If it was useful, subscribe. Here we analyze the animals so that it becomes clear who really keeps the ecosystems in order. And write in the comments, did you think Titmouse was just cute? Or do you now see that it's the forest's anti-corruption special service?